Before we go to the main objectives of St. Martin's Development Movement's manifesto, we would like to say that St. Martin Development Movement, SDM, we would also bring things in three ways: simple, direct, and measurable. That is the cornerstone of everyone's household. They are sick, people that we speak to, sick and tired of hearing on a daily basis what all they're going to do for us, what all they did for us, what all still needs to happen, what all still needs to be built. They just want to hear, how are you going to solve it? Come with solutions that are simple, direct, and also measurable. And the measurable being accountability. So if we look at what are the main points for the St. Martin Development Movement, we have establishing a transparent and stable government to ignite the investors' climate. This is something is about good governance. If you have stability on St. Martin, if you have a strong government, people will come to the island to invest. Investors will see that this is a place that they say their money is secure and safe. That is something we need to start promoting. We need to ensure that that is something that we bring forward to the people on a daily basis, not only around election time, but really on a daily basis. Then we have supporting national consciousness and unity. As we know, St. Martin is made up of two countries. And when you walk down the road, you talk to many people. They hail from different countries, from different nationalities, but yet they love being here. We need to have that unity back to the people of St. Martin. Unify us through our love for St. Martin. Make us conscious, national conscious persons living in St. Martin. I frequently say at times, there's no French and Dutch, although there is. But for me, there's only one St. Martin. And that feeling of love for St. Martin needs to be brought forward in true processes, true legislation, and true championing of points of national consciousness. And then also we have empowering the people by improving our educational system and supporting inclusivity. If you do not feel part of the group, if you are not taught to be part of the group, you are left on the side. We need to start educating our people to be within. Again, that comes back to the unity part. Be within. Bring that forward in everything that you do. Educate our youngsters to know St. Martin. Because when you know who you are able to profess that out to another. We need to create ambassadors, whether ambassadors with a bachelor's or a master's or even a plumbing degree. We need to educate our people to come home, and work hard to build back St. Martin. We also are looking at safeguarding economic growth and to create job opportunities for all. If we go back to our first point of good governance, and we have established that good governance, and then we start to get economic growth, and investing climate is improving, then we also are going to get job opportunities. Because without that whole approach, we will only be creating something but without any longevity. We need to create a job opportunities for young and old, established and unestablished, for every person in St. Martin. It's too many times we look at a one-pillar society and say we have to look at front desk jobs, we need to look at taxi drivers or bus drivers. No. We also need to teach our youngsters that there are other avenues out there. Avenues such as plumbing, electrical engineering. Engineering, as myself, as an asphalt engineer. We hardly see any asphalt engineers on the island. We need to have more doctors. We have to have more lawyers. We need to have more people from St. Martin, loving St. Martin, working in St. Martin. So that is a point that we are bringing forward in our manifesto. Hello, my name is Benjamin Ortega, leader and founder of the St. Martin Development Movement, SDM, the Grey Party. Are you tired of the way you have been treated over the past 30 years? Are you fed up with the lies of the politicians over the past 30 years? Then we say the status quo got to go. Come September 26, vote for change. Vote for improving your quality of life. SDM, we are your silver lining.
We gon' put them in there. SDM in there.
Life is a journey full of connections. You're in safe hands even when life starts too soon. You don't have to miss a single beat. When a bad hair day makes you sad, just sharing can bring you joy and more to come. They take the plunge, turn fear into faith, while you capture those beautiful moments. In the game of life, it's family that counts. They'll be there even when you lose. We all have our moments of reflection and hope. And when you feel you're losing everything in life, we're there because there's more to come. When life starts too soon, you don't have to miss a single beat. We're here to connect you and share life. Telcel, when you want more.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to 50,000 guineas really easy. Island Finance. For education, a renovation. That's no problem. Yes, it's true. That's not all. They're quick and friendly too. Island Finance. Appliances, vacations, even fix your car. You can depend on Island Finance.
I am Rudolph Samuel, candidate number 5 on the National Alliance slate. So on September 26, go out and vote for me to represent you in Parliament.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
How many years have they not been talking about the short-term labor contracts? Every political party, every election has been talking about the short-term labor contract. And guess what? When we together with the social partners were able to reach an agreement on the short-term labor contracts, where were the hoorays? Where was the jubilation? Where was the shouting? But you know, it is a fact. And the amendments to make the changes to the civil code that regulates labor contracts, those amendments will come. They tried to stall the meeting in which they needed to be presented, but they will come. Those amendments to the labor code will happen, and the abuse of the short-term labor contract will stop. All at once, everyone is talking cooperation with the French side around election. It's a popular thing to say. But when the Democratic Party, for years and for decades, has been promoting the cooperation between French and Dutch St. Martin, much was the criticism that we received because of that. This island is one island. My neighbor String, while I hail from Simpson Bay, and I greet my family from Simpson Bay here tonight, my neighbor String happened to be buried in Marigot. And you know why? Because my mother had to traverse this island in search of employment. I happen to have been born there. So nobody has to tell me or any one of my family what it is to go through a struggle. I have seen and experienced it firsthand. So I know what it is like. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to ask people because I know what it is like. Social dialogue, talking with social partners. When we spoke about the National Development Plan for St. Martin, they still cannot have it. It still is not there for St. Martin. So today, now let's talk some brass tacks. Let's talk some business. You know what happened? The public meetings like these that you are here at tonight, formerly, these used to be the meetings where you go to hear melee, where you go to hear the bashing one of another. The crowds used to be huge because people came as if it was some type of a fun event. But today, we are speaking serious issues, even in these public meetings. And so today I want to address something that is on the mind of so many people, because the question is, what is going to become of a project called the Pearl of China? This is a question people are asking. Why can't we ask the questions? And I told them already, we encourage foreign direct investment. We want people to invest in this country, but it cannot be at all costs. And if you're going to tell me that our people are going to get jobs, our workmen will get work, our contractors will have a project or projects to work on, then yes, we welcome you. It cannot be at all costs. Our environment is too precious. Our nature is all we really have as a country, and we cannot make sacrifices on that. Integrity, an integrity committee for Parliament. We must have, and I think a speaker before me said it, we must have a code of conduct for the members of Parliament. We must have a code of conduct. And I want to mention again, I made Parliament work for you. Parliament will never be the same again. Parliament will never be the same again.
Of the Dutch Quarter Middle Region area. They have gotten the garbage contract to clean the roads, and a job well done. We are putting in place an information service center for the youth to put back the military service in place that we had before. We build roads, yes or no? We build schools. You know what we're going to do now? We're going to $1 bill, somebody got up and said, I have the key. That too was an empty shell. So people of St. Martin, your hospital is coming. I've seen that the government building was standing there for a long, long time. And if you look at it now, before this election date on the 26th of September, we will move into the building. That is the National Alliance. Pastor, if I wasn't good in my faith, you would have moved me. But I am a National Alliance, and I'm going nowhere.
Bob, I can understand why you're parking so carefully. Of course, when you can get 80% discount on your Be Sure car insurance. But that's overdoing it, Bob.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
Yeah! Oh my, what an inventory list, and so unnecessary. But wait, your home contents are all insured by Be Sure. That means that you determine the amount you want to insure. No inventory list, no hassle.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
As I was preparing for the speech, obviously we're all very involved and thinking about elections. We're thinking about, the changing cruise tourism. We might even be thinking about, what's going on at the central bank. And it dawned on me that tonight is really, as the governor already indicated, 100 years of any organization is quite something. 100 years of an organization that has been such an integral part of these Dutch Caribbean islands, and obviously the pressure and the privilege that I really have to be the one to go through this year, the celebratory year, and I receive such nice words, and also ensure that we can write the next chapter, as the governor just mentioned. It makes you also pause and look back at why did you reach the 100 years? And I want to share, if I may, a little bit of what I feel are very important core values and what are some very important elements that represent the culture of our bank and has made this bank be a partner on this island and the other Dutch Caribbean islands for 100 years. The fact, I think, that when the partnership between the Wati family and the Correa family at the time was formed in 1960 to establish the Windward Islands Bank, a family bank, a bank that truly cares for its employees, truly cares for its customers, and truly cares for its communities, and is also an integral part of this community, a real local bank, I think are key ingredients that have made this bank endure for so many years. The fact that we really sincerely want to be your partner in progress, as our slogan for some years now is shared with our communities, is not something, a cheap marketing slogan. It is something that we really want to be. It's something that we really strive every day again to achieve by being there for our customers, by being there for our communities, and by being there to make this island an even better island. Obviously, when you reach a milestone like this one, you also reflect on the past, on the people that made this bank the bank that it is today. And you have to then think about people that provided leadership to the bank, like Mr. Janssen, Frank Janssen, Mr. Ernie West, Vic Henriquez, Jan Boujon, as for these last couple of years, Derek Downs, we are truly blessed to have had, you know, these type of entrepreneurs, these type of leaders to help lead and direct, and also, you know, the shoulders that they provide for us to continue to build and continue to grow our business, and also obviously the fact that without proper and strong leadership, you don't get anywhere. So we're very pleased, and we're very honored that we've had such great leaders over the years.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
I am saying to you tonight that this National Alliance team is here to make your neighborhoods a priority. You will hear from my colleagues later on about the 10th EDF and the developments that are coming for Dutch Quarter. My colleagues will elaborate about that, and it is the National Alliance team that is capable of producing and bringing the realities home. This is my first time running on a political list. I have been asked since 1998 by every major political party and have always turned it down. So if you see me here on this list, you know that there must be a reason. I have always been about family. I am a family man at heart, the husband of one wife and 2 children, ages 4 and 2. And anybody that visits my Facebook page, they see how much I love those kids, how much I love those children. Kids are for goats. And so you will understand the heart of this candidate and understand that I am concerned about the future and the legacy that I leave to those children. The future and the legacy that they will inherit. The St. Martin that they will inherit. And it is up to all of us, come September 26th, to vote for a team that considers the legacy that they will leave for the children and the generation to come.
My name is Elvis Flanders, and it's been a while before I ever got into politics that I have been reminiscing and thinking how St. Martin used to be. And I came to the conclusion that I have to get involved if I want to see things changed. I sat on the side for a while, very quiet, very shy, and even now while I'm up here, it's amazing to me that I'm standing right here in front of you. There are a lot of issues that are plaguing our country. We just recently lost a young man from the squatter due to fatal stabbing. In our prison, we had a gun violence. Imagine a gun ending up in our prison. We're supposed to serve time in prison, not be killed in prison, at least not by a gun. And it's not the first time. So there are a lot of things that we need to consider, especially when we go to the polls. There are a lot of youths in jail that are supposed to be educated and not end up in prison.
When I take the road there by the former LD Scott gas station, and I behold the destruction of the posters, it grieved my heart. My heart wept. And I said to myself, you know something, Louis? This emotion that you have, the anger that I felt in my heart, the tears that I felt wanted to come from my eye. I said, Louis, don't worry, it's all good. They can try to destroy the posters. They can cut them up. They can tear them down. They can push them down. But you know one thing I always tell you? Posters don't vote. Flags don't vote. You know who does vote? You the people. You the people that vote. So tell them go ahead. And let me tell you something else. We know who are the orchestrators of it. We know. They think we don't know. We know. But we're going to deal with them. And here is how we're going to deal with them. Trust me. We don't need to retaliate with violence and cutting up posters and chopping down posters. No. On the 26th of September, you got something called a ballot. It's a vote. And I want you to remember the destruction of our posters. I want you to remember the advantage that it took of you